In this video, we got ourselves a new robot vacuum. So those of you that perhaps subscribe to the channel or seen some of the other videos may know that I'm a big fan of robotic household devices that can help save me time. In the house we already have a Neato, I think it's a Signature X or something, or Signature V, I can't quite remember now, and an old Roomba 560. I've been thinking about replacing the Roomba as it's getting older and the battery doesn't last as long. Might just use it over here to do some cleaning in the cave. And in the recent Prime Easter sale, I saw they had this Neato Botvac D5 available, so I thought I would pick it up considering it was half price. So a good opportunity to replace one of the existing devices. So the reason I prefer the Neatos over other robotic vacuum cleaners is because of the fact that it does the, I guess, more logical cleaning path up and down instead of the chaotic path like the Roomba takes, for example. And the reason why I wanted to get one of the Botvac versions over the Signature one that I have right now, especially downstairs in the kitchen, the thing that I liked about the Roomba is it has a side brush, so it can really get into the corners well, whereas the Neato doesn't, or the Neato I have doesn't have the side brush, whereas this Botvac does. So what I'm thinking about doing is using this one downstairs and moving the existing Neato upstairs. A thing that I'm not too sure about with this one, and we'll have to see how it goes, is it is a connected device, which as far as I'm aware means you can only control it from an app. I don't think there's any buttons on it that allows you to tell it to start or anything, and my concern there is, like with anything in technology, when they stop developing the app or the phone no longer supports it, are you then screwed because you have this device that doesn't work? But time will tell. It has the features that I like in the other ones. It's got scheduled cleaning. I think Neato always recommend you don't just do it every day, every other day to maximise battery life. It automatically docks. It will dock and then come back out again to clean later. It works well on carpet, vinyl tiles, etc. And so yeah, let's open this up and see what's going on, how we get things working. It's a massive box. So inside, customer care, if you need any assistance, please call this number. Starting instructions. I think we will look at that in a minute, seeing as we need to install an app. Big chunky manual. Probably won't look at that. Okay, what have we got inside? So the packaging is really good. Nice foam, soft linings. As I said, these are around £600 when not in the sale. So you want it to be well protected. Okay, that's obviously in terms of the form factor, it looks just like the Signature I have already. Oh, there are a couple of, no, they're not buttons. Oh, that's a button. So there is a button and a couple of indicators, and that's a battery low warning light. But if you can see here on the bottom, this brush is actually, I don't know, smaller than I thought it was going to be. See how well you guys can see that there. So yeah, that'd be interesting to see kind of how well that works. Just pop this over out of the way a moment. So there's some silica gel in there. Oh, that's interesting. A much bigger dustbin than on my current Neato, which is really good, especially for downstairs, because there's a lot of mess on the floor from the kids. So it wants you to replace the filter every 1 to 2 months, replace the brush every 6 to 8 months, and replace the battery every 1 to 2 years. We'll see about that. I have got additional filters that I have in my other Neato, and I just rinse the filters out. Perhaps this isn't a cleanable one, I need to see what the options are there. But everything else looks kind of the same as we'd expect in there. Okay. Remove this plastic. So I think it's a really nice looking device. I guess that's the one thing about the fact that it has no buttons really. It's a cleaner form factor. There's no menu screens. Here's the exhaust valve on the back and the 2 metal connectors that connect to the charger. So let's pop that there and get the docking station out as well. The other thing I like about the Neatos compared to the Roomba, unless the Roomba's changed, is the docking station is much slimmer and the power supply all fits in there, so you don't have anything kind of hanging around. So you get a spare filter, that's handy. USB upgrade cable. I'm assuming that's for upgrading the firmware. I don't remember seeing a USB slot in there. Oh, okay. No, there is. There's a very small micro USB connector just inside there. So I guess that's how we do firmware updates, maybe. That does seem a little bit odd. If it's a connected device, obviously connected via the app, you would assume that you could do updates via that app. Some strange little something in here. What's this? It's a little comb. So this is for cleaning out the brush, and it's got a little kind of knife thing on here, a bit like a letter opener, and that's obviously for getting all the clogged up hair and stuff that you get caught up in there, which is disgusting. Okay, this here is basically sensor tape. It's magnetic as well, actually. So you can buy additional runs of this. But basically, if you want to stop it going in a certain area, or if it's going to, hit furniture that's quite delicate, they already have this bumper on the front, which is how it senses its way around. But I've never had any issues with scratching or damage. I know some people have had that, but if you want to make sure it keeps its distance from certain things, then you have this tape that you can just put down on a threshold strip or around some furniture. Okay, so we are in the UK, so we need our 3-pin plug. Also comes with a European 2-pin. And this is the docking station. Ta-da! That's it. More silica gel in the back here. Oh, so that's actually interesting. So the previous one I had, it basically had like a laptop style power supply that you could then hide in a flap. This one has an integrated power supply. This looks like you can unscrew this. So again, I assume that if this power supply blows up, you now need a new docking station. We shall see. Right, let's pop some of this stuff away, clear up, and then see if we can get this device configured. Okay, so I've just plugged the dock in here and the Neato into charge and installed. Let's download the app, sorry. So I already have a Neato account, obviously because I'm an existing owner. If this is your first Neato, you have to create an account. Basically, I'll have some information up here as to what I'm seeing on my phone. So once you've installed the app, like I said, you either need to log in with the account or create a new one. Once you've gone to there, now we select the type of Neato that we're going to connect to. Okay. Like a lot of these devices, then you have to put it into pairing mode. So you hold down the bumper and the button, and you'll see that the unit turns off after 10 seconds. Turn it on again, and then we have the blue flashing light which indicates it's in pairing mode. Then what we need to do is go to the Wi-Fi settings in our phone, choose the Neato ad hoc access point that's been set up and connect to that. Now also we just need to enter the password at our access point so that the device can communicate wirelessly. Okay, we also get the option to name our device. So I will call mine Jeeves. Okay, just wait a few seconds. Okay, when the light goes solid, looks like it's connected. As with all these devices, there's a couple of firmware updates to do, so we will quickly do those in the background. And again, there's a few indications that we have from the light to show that it's doing something, which is cool. One of the things that I noted whilst installing the app is that you can use this device without the app. So as I was concerned about originally in the video, that if the application isn't developed, doesn't work with the smartphone that you move to, you can still just use this singular button on the device to control it. So in the quick start guide, it says if you press once, it will start. If you press it again, it will stop. If you press and hold for a certain amount of seconds, it will do a spot clean. Well, basically all the things that you can do from the application, you can do from the device itself. So yes, it is a connected device, but it has the dumb properties as well, so you're not restrained. And that also means you don't have to have this application installed for everyone who wants to use the device. Now, obviously they can just start it. If you want to do any of the more advanced features, then you are going to have to use the device. Okay, so everything is now up to date. In the menu there's a little icon in the bottom left hand corner which shows you the fact it's being powered and it's being charged. If you click on that, you can see how full it is. Currently 99% full and will be fully charged in 36 minutes. Then we don't have any option. Oh yeah, so we can choose navigation mode to do a house clean or a spot. It looks like there's an option for extra care. I'm not sure if that's new. I remember reading a few people, as I mentioned, said that it's damaged things when bumping into it. So I will select that on and see what other options we've got. Okay, so we also have obviously the options to create a schedule. So that basically means, obviously, if you want this to come on at multiple times, so I'm probably going to have it scheduled the same as my current one, so it will clean Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. I don't bother doing anything at the weekend unless I decide to do an ad hoc clean, just because the kids make so much mess and there's toys and everything everywhere, so it will do that in the morning whilst I'm out, so I will schedule that as well. Cool, so what I'll do is I'll do a super quick test clean and include a video just doing the dining room, so you can compare it to the other Neato videos I've done if you're interested, and then kind of come back with the conclusions. Okay, so that was the quick time lapse to give you some, I guess, indication of what this thing looks like when it's cleaning. So my observations so far are, I think it's a little bit noisier than the Neato Signature I have. I'll just do a quick sound clip now so you can hear it quite close up. But I think that's fine. I think that's basically also due to the fact that that redesigned collection dirt bin, I think I'm not sure if it's actually bigger. Obviously the orientation is different, but I think it creates a better vacuum, and also the way that the air passes in through the brush and out, I think it means it's going to be better in terms of how it's collecting the dirt and dust. There seems to be a lot less kind of trapped down in the brush housing. Most of it's making its way into the bin, which is really good. I did notice that it orientates itself in the room a lot quicker. So it's using lasers to do its orientation. It does that a lot quicker than the Neato Signature I have. So it means it gets started and kind of gets moving around a lot quicker. The side brush definitely helps. It's definitely picking stuff up in the corners a bit better. I did notice it doesn't seem as gentle as a Neato Signature I have. So that definitely seemed to move quite rapidly and then slow down as it got close to an obstacle, and then kind of do a gentle tap, whereas this so far and that just that quick example does seem to hit stuff more roughly. So perhaps that accounts for some of what people have said. Obviously I've got that butterfly soft touch mode enabled, so I don't know what it's like without that enabled, but obviously I can't tell right now if it's going to damage anything. I'll do a follow-up video in the future. I'll talk about some of these gadgets, but so yeah, I have to see how that goes. But I think it's really good. I think it gives a better clean based on that sucking of the vacuum. Still happy with the tram lines, how it's given a nice finish and pattern on the carpet. So obviously it's clean, it looks clean, and you can see the layout there. I'm really happy that you can use the button as opposed to having to use the app. I did notice a few times as the unit is moving around, it is losing connectivity, or at least you can't see what's happening from the app. So that's, I guess, a bit disappointing, but at the same time not the end of the world. But it means it's even more important you have those physical buttons so you can kind of stop it and return it to dock. The overlay, the room overlay on the app is kind of cool. Not really sure how helpful that is. It's just more of a geeky thing, which is always a plus thing. So I still think if you're looking to buy a robot vacuum cleaner, Neato are the ones to get. I think with the Botvac version, you've got the benefit that you have with a Roomba with that side brush, but you don't have that chaotic cleaning. You've got up and down motion, so you're getting good coverage, and also, if it's important to you, it's not important to everybody. Obviously, cleanliness is the most important thing, but the pattern it leaves on your carpet, it's a bit like when you mow the lawn, you get a nice striping on the carpet, as opposed with a Roomba where it's all over the place. You don't get that. So yeah, I definitely would so far recommend this Neato Connected D5 Botvac.